recently moved in with my grandma because she needs some extra attention right now. She's 95 and she's a great roommate. This is my room. I will probably do a room tour when I'm like really satisfied with it. But I think it looks really good for now. And I just moved my plants in, which was fun. So yeah, so today I wanted to go over two little books that I recently read, both by Plato, Phaedrus and The Symposium. Phaedrus is a short play-style dialogue, which is between Phaedrus and Socrates. Socrates the character, not the real person, which has been very confusing for me in my whole class. And the Symposium is essentially like a big drunk party in which all these like pseudo-philosophers and philosophers discuss love. So I'm reading both of these for my class that's called Mad Love. It's actually more self-explanatory than it sounds. We are essentially just digging into the idea of love as like a sickness, love that's very like that makes you go insane kind of, and that like is uncontrollable and is like addictive too. So that's what we're doing here. And so these both kind of cover those topics. They talk a lot about like good love versus bad love, and like heterosexual love versus gay love, and it's really interesting, like the gender dynamics and the sexuality dynamics, especially because like ancient Greece had such different norms than we do, and like there's some like mild pedophilia because Greek men would sleep with young boys. So that's been really interesting to unpack. I have never read any Plato before this, or any philosophy for that matter, and I don't really like philosophy. It's far too abstract for me, but these felt more grounded, so it was a lot more enjoyable. I also just like thinking about the idea of love. I thought it was really interesting to kind of unpack. So yeah, those are these books, and then I'm also reading The Odyssey by Homer, and it's the Emily Wilson translation. Why isn't it? Wait. There, now you can see it. It's the Emily Wilson translation, so it's much more simplified, it's much more accessible. It's also, for the most part, much less problematic than a lot of the older male translators' versions of this. So I'm really enjoying it, but it's also making me really want to read the other translations to compare them and kind of see how the experience of reading Homer differs, because obviously I have to read it in translation and not in ancient Greek. But yeah, so this has been super interesting, and I'm flying through it way faster than I expected to. I'm reading this one for class also, but my world literature class. And I was really going into this thinking this is going to be like a slug. It's really long, so I was really dreading it, but I'm enjoying it so much, and I really recommend this version of it. And I will tell you what I think at the end. So yeah, those are all the old Greek dudes that I'm reading right now. Let me know if you have any questions about them or any suggestions of other Greek dudes I should read. I really haven't read much Greek literature. I've never been, I mean, I like Greek myths and mythology, but I was never really into like philosophy, so it just never appealed to me. But these have kind of opened my eyes to the fact that there are probably a lot more that I'd be very intrigued by. In my world literature class, I think we're reading Sappho next, and we're reading Euripides for my Mad Love class. So yeah, that's that. Thanks for watching this little video, little hangout with me. I hope you're okay and safe. I hope your air quality is not as horrible as mine right now. And I hope you can stay inside if it is. Yeah, so good luck with that. Have a nice weekend.